We have reached the end of our journey for now. So I set out here to do this One Piece advent calendar where every day for the month of December, as advent calendars work, in the lead up to Christmas, every day there'd be a window to open on the calendar. And for me, let me introduce myself. I'm Rex the dog. For the advent calendar I set up this year is every day I would review a arc of One Piece because I've been catching up with all of One Piece. I know it's entered the final saga, and I wanted to kind of be a part of this story as it was coming to its conclusion. I know that's still probably years off, but I want to catch up. You know, they had this 6-month hiatus going on for the anime. The manga's been taking little breaks here and there, but not often. So I want to take this opportunity to catch up and kind of be a part of the ongoing conversation. And I have. And what I'm doing is I'm reviewing each of these arcs one by one. Day by day. We've reached December 24th, the final day of Advent, Christmas Eve. So happy Christmas Eve for you. And we're going to talk about Amazon Lily today. Now, of course, I will continue these. I say of course, but I will continue these One Piece reviews of the arcs. So we'll go all the way up to where we are at the moment in Elbaf. So we'll go through all of the arcs up to the present. But they're not going to be happening in the daily fashion anymore. It's quite hard to keep up with and get all these videos out there and stuff like that, as I'm live streaming most days and I'm also putting up these videos. So it's quite a lot, but we will continue to review these videos, but just not on the daily basis because that was the Advent treat. Even though these videos has not been getting quite a lot of views, I just wanted to do it because, as with everything on this channel, I do make these videos because I want to make these videos, and also because it's something I want to reflect on, and they can kind of live here in perpetuity as my opinions on the arc. So the final one we're going to talk about as part of the Advent calendar is Amazon Lily. And I really enjoy Boa Hancock. I think Boa Hancock as a character is introduced. She's one of the Warlords of the Sea, which is this sort of faction of, hired by the government, part of the government, pirates who've been given, sort of divvied up these areas to rule and govern in and live on, and kind of legally live outside the law and kind of maintain a sense of sort of balance and control that isn't just within the Marine sort of grasp. I really enjoy her character. I think Boa Hancock has this really fun, over the top personality that ranges from just haughtily arrogance to the lovesick vulnerability that she shares exclusively for Luffy. It makes her come off as entertaining. I really enjoy it, and also a bit complex, and I appreciate the tragic backstory they give her of the revealing her trauma, and the mark that she had as a slave of the Celestial Dragons. So it kind of, it adds more in, though, even though she's somebody who's very, very powerful, and she's in this extreme position of power, although albeit, within the structure of being controlled by the Marines, it shows the kind of vulnerability and, control that's been put over her in the past and what she's endured. And it gives it explains her initial hostility towards outsiders. It gives her reasoning. And it also explains kind of her eventual softening toward Luffy due to his genuine kindness and refusal to judge her for her past or see her as a body, and it creates kind of a compelling dynamic between the two, which really shines in the subsequent arcs. It's something that keeps on coming back whenever Boa Hancock shows up, because she becomes a real recurring character here. So I really enjoyed her here. And, her backstory being told and her sort of initial confrontation and meeting with Luffy is really, really compelling, and it's funny as well. And, so that's really the highlights of what's going in, besides sort of the messages we get at the end of Ace's... I haven't really talked about Ace a lot, have I? I've really kind of brushed Ace over. But, the reveal of Ace's impending execution, it really raises the stake of the series, dramatically. especially like where we are right now is like Luffy's at like this crossroads, right? Because they've all been split up in the aftermath of the purple blast and laser and all that stuff from the pacifistas and Bartholomew Kuma. So it puts Luffy at like this crossroad of like, okay, I have time to do. I was gonna go gather up all the crew, but we don't have time for that. We're gonna go Luffy solo adventures now because if I want to get to the prison of Impel Down to break out my brother Ace, I need to do that now. And it really shows like this selflessness for Luffy, Luffy towards like the love that he has for Ace and his family, which is really, really really compelling. I'd kind of say beyond that, the Amazon Lily is like it's not bad, but it's incredibly forgettable as an arc. Like everything that kind of else happens here, I don't think is memorable or consequential or anything like that. So I do put it like out of the 30 35 arcs, whatever it is of One Piece, I put this very, very low on the list. The introduction of Boa Hancock is great, and I think she's a really good addition to the series. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff that comes from her, but as like an arc here, this is it's somewhat of a nothing burger for me. That's kind of my opinion there of Amazon Lily. The Boa Hancock stuff's great, and the ticking time bomb of Ace's execution, which is revealed and activate at the end, is like, whoa, let's go. But yeah, I mean, beyond that, it's slow. It's not impactful. It doesn't really have any like stakes to what's going on. Which again, not every arc needs to. And of course, like we do need, like Luffy and us really sort of need time to recover from the emotional devastation of what happened in the archipelago. But yeah, I don't know. It's forgettable for me. Maybe if I revisit it, I kind of have like differing opinions on it. But for me, it's just like I don't think it's bad. I just think it's kind of inconsequential and forgettable. But great things to come. But great things to come in general. Again, I'm not going to show up here on Christmas Day reviewing Impel Down, but I am very keen to talk to you about Impel Down very, very soon because, oh my god, what a... Boy, oh boy, is that arc wonderful. Is that arc really fun? Is that arc really something special? But I'll stop by tomorrow on Christmas Day to give you a little bit of a Christmas message. And thank you for those of us who've been hanging out so far on the One Piece reviews. Thank you very much. They will continue soon. Not daily, but they will continue soon. And we'll take ourselves all the way up to present and then we might even start doing shorts on like the chapters as they come out in Weekly Shonen Jump or something like that. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Impel Down? I always love to hear your opinions. I always love to talk to you guys whenever it's possible. That's why I do this channel. That's why I make these videos. But I'll catch you guys all later. Peace out, and thank you very much.